Hi everybody, PJ here with another episode of Enter the Gungeon. Sorry to kind of start in the middle of nothing here, but we had a small cat-related issue that I had to take care of. As I was saying on the scrapped recording that you're not going to be able to hear, I'm actually playing as the convict today because I had a decent run with her earlier today, and I figured, hey, maybe this will be the start of a good thing. My personal goal is just to, for this run at the very least, is just to get down past the third floor. If we can do that, I'll call this one successful. Alright. Hello again. Yes. Onyx the cat is here. Buddy, I'm gonna need to start making you my channel mascot or something. Please don't walk in front of me while I'm recording, kitty. Okay. Can you just sit right over here? That's fine. You can stay there, okay? But not here. Alright? No. Not there. Okay? You understand now? I think you get it. It's quickly becoming a recurring theme in this series was me dealing with cat issues, but you know, unless they get super intrusive, I'm not too concerned. Well, the good news is I can blame the cat if I mess up. Okay. Onyx, now is not the time, buddy. Okay. Again, kitty. You need to not touch the computer, okay? I know you don't understand what a computer is, because you're an animal. But you need to not touch this thing, okay? Come on. You just want pets. Is that it? Hmm? You can rub up on that laptop. Nobody's using that one right now. By all means. No, kitty, someone is using this one, though. That's the difference. Ah, goodness. Onyx, buddy, I love you, but also you're being a nuisance at the moment. Yes, I know. Okay? You are a good cat that deserves pets, but also you're in my way right now. You know, people clicked on this video to see me playing a video game, not dealing with my cats. And I say cats because now the kitten's up here too. Onyx. Buddy. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's get back to gameplay in here. Shall we? He really is a good cat most of the time. It's just, you know, whenever you're doing something, he wants to be all up in your business. Which is normally not a big problem, but when I'm recording, it kind of is. It's a little problem. Maybe I should just accept my fate as a cat video creator. Buy a webcam and rake in those sweet, you know, middle-aged mom, oh honey, look at the funny cat dollars. Okay. I'm actually a little bit out of practice. I played a run earlier today, but I ended up not being able to really practice much yesterday or the day before because there was some busyness going on in my schedule that I'll not get into for, you know, the purpose of not, you know, lecturing you on my personal life at length, but basically I have a trip coming up and had to make some arrangements for that. And that's kind of taken up the majority of my time the past couple days. I do plan on continuing this series until either I get sick of this game or y'all do, so... Ooh. Sure, I'll open this. The Dungeon Eagle. I don't think that one's very good, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see, I guess. I am still sticking to my mantra of trying to use the default pistol as much as possible before the third floor. Obviously, bosses, you know, you can use your more ammo scarce guns on those, but I really do think that that piece of advice I saw, wherein you want to conserve your ammo for your other guns until the third floor, which is when things really pick up, has really helped me get a little bit more further in the game than I would have otherwise by this point. But who knows, maybe it's just, you know, me finally internalizing things like memory, enemy patterns, and that kind of nonsense. Yeah, I don't think I've ever said this, but like the way this game looks reminds me a little bit of Rogue Legacy, which is also set primarily in a castle. Although I guess a Gungeon and a castle are a bit different, but... I will buy the ammo belt. That gives us more ammunition for all of our weaponry, and I will sell Great Man, some junk. If I can actually get it in the grate. This is always the hard part. Man, great man. Great man. We'll get this eventually. I'm sure of it. Come now. There we go. Got 3 whole casings for that little endeavor there. I feel a sneeze coming on. Yeah. There's the benefits of living in a house with 3 cats when you have allergies. I shouldn't blame the cats. It's honestly probably all the pollen in the air. It is springtime after all. I'm actually not doing so hot. I did much better on the run I had earlier today. Which is unfortunate. Hopefully I can pull up a little bit here. Let me take a drink real quick. I have some delicious fruit punch with me today. I will just shoot this. Another thing I have picked up is that, generally speaking, you don't want to bother opening brown chests. I think I might have said that on a previous episode, but they're rarely worth it. Oops, wrong button. That thing that popped up there was the item I bought while I was recording the first iteration of this episode, which was scrapped due to cat shenanigans. If you're wondering what I do with Onyx when he acts up, I just put him in the bathroom with a bowl of water and he's usually fine. Now mind you shouldn't do that for long periods of time, but these episodes tend to take at most an hour, and I rarely record more than one at a time, so he'll be fine, I'm sure. Alright, we got the big bird himself. Battling goal. Alright. Get out the Dungeon Eagle. How ironic, using an eagle to take down a bird. Yeah, this gun's not particularly incredible, I don't think. It's alright. Better than our default pistol, which is really all you're looking for when you're trying to find a weapon to fight the first floor boss. Unfortunately, we did already get hit, which means no flawless for us. We should really just try to stay behind these pillars as often as we can, since those will protect us from his gunfire, and they're also not breakable. This is definitely the easiest of Gatling Gull's runes. I don't have much of an excuse for getting hit, you know? You just charge the shot, wait for him to stop firing, and then pop up. Pop up video. Does anybody remember that show? It was like they would play music videos from the 90s and the 80s, and while the music video was playing, there would be like a little bubble that would pop up, and it would tell you about like facts about the music and the music video and the artist. And that show fascinated me when I was like 8. We actually lived with my grandparents at the time, and my grandfather liked watching it, so he would turn it on, and he would watch it with me, and that was how he accomplished his babysitting while my mom was at work. Alright. Still probably got hit one time too many, but oh well. The freeze ray. Excellent. We will refill the Gungeon Eagle. Did we miss any rooms? I don't think so. Let's go down, down, baby. Your place in a Range Rover, street sweeper, baby. All ready to let it go, etc. The reason I rarely record more than one episode at a time is that my back starts hurting in this freaking wooden kitchen chair. I used to have a nice padded one. Well, we collectively used to have a nice padded, like, office chair. Unfortunately, it broke a couple years ago and we've never really replaced it. One of these days I'll have to invest in a new one. Let's pop into the shop and see what they have. Armor and keys. Gonna get some keys. They also had ammo, but we don't really need ammo right now. Why don't I go this way, actually? Let's see what's over here. Oh, this just leads back out. That's fine. It's the nature of procedural generation. I have been thinking about perhaps once summer comes and I don't have any obligations with watching my siblings, I might try to expand the channel's lineup a little bit. And I bring this up because I was reminded of it talking about procedural generation. I was thinking of if I can get them to work and record properly, which has historically been something of an issue. I might try to play some older, like, more classic style roguelikes for the channel. It's not set in stone yet, but, you know, you guys can tell me in the comments or wherever you may about whether or not that's something you'd like to see on the channel. I've got, you know, dungeon crawl, which I'm fairly good at. Well, perhaps I shouldn't say good, I've never beaten it, but I'm okay at it. And, obviously you got NetHack and Angband and all those other ones, which I've never really played at length, but I could learn. It all depends. That's what Kanye West said. Let's open this up, the hexagon. I like this weapon. This is the rifle that has a chance to transform your enemies into chickens, if you'll recall. Forgot to reload my gun before coming into the room. That's the kind of thing, sometimes I backwatch my episodes, not always, but that's the kind of thing that I notice when I'm backwatching. I really need to become more aware of it in the moment. Just because it can make a big difference. Should also be using my Molotov more. It doesn't take super long to recharge, and it's useful in a wide variety of situations. And with that, I feel like I was somehow, like, sales pitching the Molotov. This is the three-dimensional orange. You're not Alexander. I believe this restores a heart, so I'm just gonna use it. Oh, and it gives you an HP upgrade, too. I didn't remember that part. That's a reference to something, I think, like, I don't know, some PlayStation game, if I remember correctly. The Brick of Cash I would like to get, and so I would also like to get the Heart Locket too, but if we find a key, we'll think about that, but right now, we do not really have a choice in the matter. Suck revolver fire. Okay. But yeah, that was one thought I had for expanding the channel. Another one is, I play a lot of Hearthstone. I have for basically as long as the game's been out. And I was wondering if maybe that was something people wanted to see more of, but I don't know. I'll think on that subject, and obviously, you guys have any thoughts. Feedback is much appreciated. The one thing is, I do not have a working controller at the moment, so anything that requires that, so like, you're talking things like platformers especially, I usually play The Binding of Isaac with a controller, so I haven't been playing that much lately either. that kind of thing I can't really do until I get that replaced. And we don't have anything else to explore, I don't think. So let's get out the freeze ray. Let's go to town. It's the beholster. Alright. It should be a piece of cake if we can just stay focused. And make sure that we shoot down those missiles when they come up. Move around over here. Here come the missiles. Don't be intimidated by the missiles. I think I've developed something of a rule of thumb, which is that ray weapons, you know, your lasers that fire, especially ones that fire some kind of elemental effect, like this one, the gamma gun, and there's like the demon head that fires a beam of fire. Those tend to be, like, far more suited for defeating the bosses than they do for clearing rooms, to an extent that I am comfortable calling them, you know, boss weapons. And I think that was a flawless. Yeah, awesome. So, that's something I've been doing lately as well. The proton backpack, is saving ray weapons for bosses. This guy had an HP container as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy that. We're up to 6 HP and an armor. And that is a pretty good sign, if you ask me. Actually, before we go downstairs, I'm gonna go buy some more ammo for the freeze ray. That way, we have a good boss weapon on the next floor. I could buy another armor piece too. I don't think it's 100% necessary. Maybe I'll regret that decision, but I think we're pretty good. So yeah, you know, I don't necessarily mean to bury channel updates here in the, like, the 8th or 9th episode of the Enter the Gungeon series, maybe only the 7th. But, I'll make a channel update video about it as well, if and when I make major changes, but probably be on the lookout for the Hearthstone stuff sooner than the roguelike stuff, just because it's something I've been wanting to do, and, I can make pretty short Hearthstone videos as opposed to something like this where you're kind of stuck with however long the run takes. A match of Hearthstone generally doesn't take more than, you know, between 5 and 15 minutes depending on what kind of deck you're playing and what kind of deck you're up against. So, in fact, I might actually record one episode of that after I'm done here. I'll think about it and see how I'm feeling. How my back's feeling. I feel like an old man every time I complain about that kind of thing, but, you know. Gonna be a baba in the nursing home with a chronic back disorder. Ooh, Johnny, can you help me with my groceries? That kind of thing. No offense, of course, if you're watching this and you are a baba in a nursing home. In fact, I think if you're, you know, in your later years in life and you're taking an active interest in what I might tentatively call some form of youth culture, such as indie games, I think that you deserve respect for that more than anything else. You know, don't let me tell you how to live your life. Actually, I will say, there's one place where you should let me tell you how to live your life, which is, like, don't hurt anybody, but that's just a general rule of thumb. You shouldn't do that. Let's see here. We got the t-shirt cannon, which is kind of garbage. I'm gonna buy a key. Being a little bit predictable maybe, but we got a demon chest on this floor, and I think that's the second or third best kind, aside from rainbow chests, which we have not seen yet in this series. And I know that because I haven't seen any in person at all. And glitch chests, which I don't quite know how those work. What is this thing? Disintegrator, return to dust. This is another beam weapon. Fires a beam that decoheres matter into its constituent particles. The disintegration ray is outlawed on almost every planet with some form of government and feared by all beings made primarily of matter. It can be fired legally in only two places: the Gungeons and the waste disposal facilities of Populon 5. Populon 4-5 seconds from Wyland. Well, this is something we will definitely be saving for the boss, which means we could use the freeze ray if we wanted to, but I don't see a reason to. The hexagon's doing, you know, quite well for us. It's taken out most of these guys in one shot, which makes up for its low ammo capacity. This is a challenge room. I don't know if we've seen one of these yet. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink, and then I think we'll do it. Yeah, let's go. Remain. I do feel like Transmorgify is one of the most powerful status effects in the game, but I think only this gun and the Witch Pistol have it. Unless there's one that I haven't unlocked yet that does as well. And we get a free green chest, which is pretty good if you ask me. Ring of Chest Friendship. What's this do again? Increases the chance of finding chests, right. Oh, that was stupid. I feel like I do that far more than I reasonably should. I take my hand off the keypad for a second, go to put it back on, and accidentally bump the 9 key on the numpad, which is what I have bound as the active item key. If that sounds weird to you, I am left-handed. Frankly, I'm just glad that rebindable controls are more or less the standard now. There was a time when they weren't. Tell you the agony I endured trying to play Warcraft 3 with keyboard shortcuts that you couldn't change, that were made for and by a right-handed person. I exaggerate a little bit, but it was deeply annoying. Another good thing about the hexagon is that if you line the shots up correctly, which I've largely not been doing, you can actually hit more than one enemy at a time. Alright, here's our boss. Let's try this disintegrator puppy out. What we got here? The Cannon Balrog. Honestly, popular opinion seems to be that this guy is way easier than the tank, but I have much more problems with this fellow than the tank. This thing's good, but the wind-up time is killer here. Maybe we will save that for another boss at some later date. I already got hit like 4 times in this boss fight. It's not exactly something to strive for. I don't even know if you can be both frozen and chilled at the same time, but well, hello again, Onyx. You escaped from your cat prison. Buddy, I really cannot pet you at this exact second. I love you, kitty, but The Cannon Balrog is time sensitive, and you getting pets is not. I can give you pets literally any time that I'm home, which is most times. I think we got him. Alright. We were off to a rocky start there, but we pulled it out. 2 hegemony credits, a refill for the freeze ray, 2 armor bullets, and the green Guanstone, which gives you a chance to heal when you are struck. Let's go explore the rest of the floor, shall we? Now, we'd like to get some more HP. We have 6 containers, but only 3 of them are full. I don't know why I pointed that out to you. It would be obvious if you just looked with your own 2 eyes, but I don't know. Maybe some of you are listening to this instead. I know at least one regular viewer who I'll avoid naming because I don't know how they would feel about that. Said that they like to listen to my videos while they are doing schoolwork. Which, hey, if that's your preferred method of consumption, I have no problems with that whatsoever. Onyx buddy, must you sit directly in front of me while I am trying to record? You're a good cat, but also you're very silly sometimes, you know that? Can you move? Oh, careful, buddy. Can you move, like, right over here? Okay. No? Is that your way of telling me no, you can't move right over there? Can you at least lay down so I can see my computer screen? Onyx. Kitty. Now, the kitten's up here as well. Is that the problem? Is the kitten bullying you? What? Hmm? Ah. He pooped my nose. Alright. Gonna need to move you again, I guess. What's the issue, huh? What? Tell me. Hmm? If cats could talk, man, what would they say? Here, come on, buddy. Careful. Here. You're just gonna follow me right back over here, aren't you? I need to get like some kind of anti-cat box to put around the computer while I'm using it. Yeah. Now you're occupying my chair. I kind of need that. Why don't you sit in that chair? Cats are mysterious and fickle beings. You know, I swear you guys, like, inflate the average recording time of all of my stuff by, like, 20 minutes. You know that? You're gonna jump off, aren't you? Actually, you know what? That is perfectly fine. Let me just move my stuff slightly over. You can sit there. I just don't move. You moved. I really should edit this sort of thing out, I suppose, but like I said the last time, there's a certain kind of person who finds this stuff hilarious, so. Maybe put like annotations, end of cat shenanigans, click here. Come on now. Hey. There you go. Okay. Let's get back to killing these innocent bullet men to serve our selfish desire to rewrite our past. We got a key, didn't we? Yeah, let's go open this up. Kitty, you're now, like... You know what? This works. You stay right there. Are these the wax wings? Hey, they are. We can fly. Ole, 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 ole. I wish I had a picture of this. Cat is just sitting directly on my arms as I reach them across the table to manipulate my laptop and play Enter the Gungeon. And he's slowly swishing his tail back and forth. What a silly creature. Of course, I'm sure he thinks the same about me. And hey, despite all the silliness going on, we did reach my goal of making it to the 4th floor, so... It's good to know that I can do that semi-consistently now. Okay. There's a lot of stuff happening in this room. Shoot the Lich. Shoot the Wizard. There's a skeleton in here too? We only have 7 shots for this thing left. That's not very many. There we go. There's still more stuff in here? Yeah, there's one lone regular bulletkin over here. Another wave? Come on now. Where's the genie? Alright, well, guess we'll have to kill him with something else. Proton pack, yes. Now, I know I said I saved beam weapons for... What the heck is this? Hi? It's witches! Surely they will recognize that they are among kin. Hello. Toss equipped gun into the pot. Can I do a different one? What about the sawed off? Sure. Huh. Gave me the trash cannon. I think we got a curse stack, maybe? Because I saw the thing going up. I'll use the trash cannon for a little while, I guess. It's not great, but it's like, okay. I didn't mean to fire it right then, but... Ah, boy. Yikes. Okay. Thread the needle. Oh no, the cat's getting up. What are you doing, Onyx? You just reorienting yourself? That's fine. Although you're kind of tickling my arm, but whatever. Thread the needle. Thread it. There we go. We're probably not much longer for this world, but... What the hit me? Oh. Nice. Nice. By a frickin' bulletkin zombie. How about you crunchify me, Captain? Ah. The quest to get farther than floor 4 continues. Alright, well, I'm going to call that one here for the time being. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the associated cat shenanigans. Do you have anything to say to our viewers, Onyx? He's just like rubbing his head on the table. What? Alright, well. I am PJ, you are yourself. And if you liked the video, please remember to like the video if you can. If you're so inclined. I will see you all next time. Stop trying to drink out of my Kool-Aid, you goofball.